always strains to stare at the ceiling, keeping tears back, despite her father's gaze of regret and reluctance. But facing mourners, she didn't show sadness. In Oa's memories, she was always silent. The only chance for the father and daughter to talk freely was this old sob. Her father taught her a lot about cars and how engines work, and Oa truly believed that Sob was the best car in the world. That's safe, and apart from that, she felt her father's love no more until one fine day. As usual, she went to the station to look for her dad and nearly got hit by a train behind her seat. "I'm gonna kill you." "What?" "I will kill you, Oe. I'm gonna kill you." "I'll kill you." Upon seeing this, Dad rushed over. He scooped Oe into his arms, perhaps sensing the long-lost fatherly love she refused to let go until that night. She finally changed her perspective on her dad. He was just a man of few words who never stopped loving his family. After school, she helped her father and found a passenger's wallet full of cash, snatched by her father's co-worker. Attempting to claim it for himself, Oe fought back and snatched the wallet back, facing the man's threat. Oe froze, eyes shut tight, but luckily her father swooped in and pinned the man to the table. "That cash belongs to you." Oe didn't pocket the money, instead handing the wallet over to Lost and Found. Her deed made her father proud. Oe had thought about keeping the wallet, but her dad raised her to be a righteous person, and sometimes justice needed a little muscle. With her dad by her side, Oe enjoyed a warm childhood, and before she knew it, graduation day had arrived. She proudly handed her report card to her dad. With impressive grades, he couldn't help but grin and exclaim, "That's my girl." He couldn't wait to brag to his. Oe gazed at the sky, finally ready to repay her dad, but he had an accident before she could react. "Dad." In an instant, Oe snapped back to reality. The pain of losing loved ones coupled with asphyxiation almost took. If the rope hadn't snapped mid-use, Oe might have successfully reunited with his wife. Frustrated, she stormed into the shop that sold ropes, but the rope's purpose wasn't for hanging, and Oe could only turn and leave in defeat before returning to his wife's grave. Alone with no one around, she started venting about the recent events while laying out a newspaper, then quietly laid down beside the tomb, enjoying her solitude with her wife. Even as she decided on suicide, Oe remained meticulous about life. Every time she saw vandalism, she'd stop it right away. People hated her for meddling, even the stray cat by her door. But in the neighborhood, only Runa's wife didn't dislike Oe, often asking her for heating repairs. Though Oe put up a front of refusal, she always found a way to help the next day under some excuse. In fact, Oe and Rooney have been long-time good friends, maintaining a close relationship throughout the years. Back then, community management was poor. Whenever residents rode bikes, the two seamlessly stopped it. Thanks to their efforts, the neighborhood became orderly. Rooney and Oe's straightforward personalities made them brothers, yet their car preferences differed greatly. Rooney was a Volvo fan, while Oe was a Saab enthusiast. These rival brands brought out their competitiveness behind the scenes. Both thought their car was best, refusing to compromise. They argued for years. Oe decided to break the stalemate. She mustered up the courage to mend things with Rooney, only to find out he bought a foreign BMW, which felt like a betrayal of local cars. Disappointed, she left, and they never reconciled until Rooney was critically ill and paralyzed. While Runa's wife was out, Oe shared her suicide plan with her old friend. Intriguingly, Rooney managed to hook a pipe with his finger, even while paralyzed in a wheelchair. Unfortunately, his attempt to stop her didn't sway Oe's decision. Back home, she suited up in blue. She marched over to the garage. Having greeted her, but she chose to ignore him, not even looking back. She opened the garage door and commenced her fourth suicide attempt. She connected the hose equipped with the setup to the exhaust and placed the other end in the driver's seat. Then she taped up the windows, and with the car starting, exhaust streamed into the cabin through the hose as her thoughts drifted back to the church. But this time it was her father's funeral, and Oe found herself all alone. She visited her father's office alone to repay his prepaid salary. The manager not only refused the payment, but offered her father's job instead. With steady work, Oe could survive better now. However, without her father's protection, the colleagues who previously gave her issues started picking on her again. They targeted Oa's watch, the only keepsake from her father. Faced with her co-workers' provocations, Oe recalled her father's lesson that justice often required a fist to defend it. Oa's fate has always been so tumultuous and unpredictable. Local developers targeted her house, deeming it dilapidated and demanding demolition within a week. Oe clearly wouldn't agree to their demands, and she began working overtime to repaint the house's exterior. When the developers returned, of course, there was no reason to tear the house down. Then one night, a peaceful evening was shattered when a fire broke out at a neighbor's house, and Oe, without hesitation, bravely dashed inside, ultimately successfully rescuing precious belongings from the flames. Yet, the troublesome colleague was permitted this time and heroically rescued the grandpa and grandson from the fire. A surprise for Oe. Sparks swirling in the wind flew to her house. By the time she arrived, firefighters prepared to douse flames, but the developer ordered them to turn off water. After all, the house didn't meet code, and Oe finally saw the developer's true face. After burning all night, her house was rubble. Just her father's watch left. Oe was an orphan without a home. She only had her luggage left, so she found herself at work, spending the night on a train. Upon waking the next day, she found a lady in red heels sitting across from her. Oe quickly got up, realizing the train was already in motion, just as the conductor began checking tickets. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to enjoy more thrilling content and endless fun.